Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today let's explore how do we configure the disaster recovery using Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud. So to achieve this, I have created a virtual machine. This have a hosted a web server here. Let's check what is that website. So I do have a backup calculator hosted on this machine. Let's test this out externally as well. Okay, this is working perfect. Let's go ahead and install the agent for Windows on this particular machine. Let me copy this. So here I just want agent for Windows, command line tool, and Cyber Protect monitor. That should be enough. This may take some time. Let's wait for the installation to complete. Meanwhile, let's check the IP address and the host name of this machine. Perfect. Now the agent is installed in the machine. I want to register this. Let's copy this token. Let's go back to our Cyber Protect console. Let's register this VM to this particular user. I don't want to apply any plan. I want to create a customized plans. Let's register this. We should be able to see this machine. Perfect. Now the device is online. Let's go ahead and create a backup plan. Let me come from old plans. I want to create my own custom plan. Let me add this device to the plan. And to achieve the disaster recovery, I need to create a plan with the entire machine or disk and volumes, because we need to take the entire machine with the operating system to the cloud. So I would like to go with entire machine backup. Continuous data protection, this is basically for the files and folders level, so it doesn't help much for the disaster recovery. Where to backup? At least one copy has to go to Acronis Cloud because we are going to do DR in Acronis Cloud. So one copy has to go to Acronis Cloud. And coming to the schedule, this is my recovery point objective. So here, if I say every hourly, backup every hourly once, so I can go back to my last 1 hour data. So this is not my critical server. I would like to go with the daily once every day. We can schedule as per my requirement, or let's say weekly, uh, Monday to Friday, except Saturday, Sunday on this particular time. This is perfect for me. And retention, we can retain as per our retention policy company requirement. I would like to retain only 5 backups. I don't want to use encryption. Application hour backup. I don't have any Microsoft SQL Server, Exchange Active Directory, or Oracle database in that machine, so I don't configure anything. Let me disable all other functionalities. Let me go ahead and create this. Let's go ahead and run this backup job. Here we can go to activities. Let's see. This will take some time. We can let this backup job complete in the backend. Parallelly, let's go ahead and create the disaster recovery server for this particular virtual machine. So I want to create a recovery server for this. So here I will get the templates from 1 core 2 GB RAM up to 16 core 256 GB RAM. I just want to go with 2 core 8 GB. This is sufficient for me just for testing purpose. Network, I would like to go with 192 series because I have 192.168.0.1.0.108 in my local machine. And so this is still searching the available IP address. I can pick and choose. And do you want internet access in this machine? That can be selected. If you want to use a public IP address to connect to this machine, you can enable this as well. This will be helpful for you. You can just add a secondary route in your DNS so that whenever your server is running in cloud, you can just do the redirection, DNS redirection using the public IP address. This you can add this as a secondary route. For time being, let me go ahead and create this server. Meanwhile, let me check the backup status. Activity, it's running at 25%. Another 5 minutes left. Let's wait for the backup job to complete. Meanwhile, we can see our recovery server in the disaster recovery section. So here, let's check if we can assign the required IP address. This is still searching. It will take some time. I want to use the same IP address. So I'm just configuring this manually. 192.168.0.108. Let me save this. Okay, my recovery server is ready. And whenever I do failover, I want to connect to this particular virtual machine. Let me go ahead and clean up all my previous stuffs. Don't want to use this. Anyway, this network is not useful for me. I'm just removing this network. So I have already configured this 192.168.0.1. Let's see. This is the network and this is the subnet. This works perfectly for me. This is the preferred DNS, alternate DNS. Perfect. I don't want this network also. Let me go ahead and remove that as well. Let's check the backup status. Running at 86%. 90% completed. Perfect. Perfect. The backup is completed. Let me check if I get to see any recovery point. Then let me go to my disaster recovery section, servers. So here I'm not getting the recovery point. So let's go ahead and run one more incremental backup top of. We have triggered another incremental backup. Let the backup run. Meanwhile, we can download our virtual appliance for the site-to-site connectivity. I just want to download. I do have VMware. I will just download this. Okay, my incremental backup is also completed. Let's go ahead to disaster recovery section. Server. Let's try to do the failover now. Yeah, now I'm getting the recovery point. So here we get couple of options, test failover and production failover. So this is for test failover, for DR drill and production failover. We can bring up the virtual machine in the actual network whenever the natural disaster happens or hardware got failed in the particular server or a ransomware attack got happened. I will run my server from the previous backup in the cloud. Meanwhile, I will rebuild the server locally. So I would like to go with the production failover. Let me go ahead and start this server. And meanwhile, let me power off the virtual machine in local. So I have completely turned off my local web server and I'm doing a failover of my cloud server from the latest backup. So here I will get to see the activities, 37% completed. This machine is down. We should get a error on this page. Yeah, site cannot be reached because this is down. So now here it says console is ready. I can directly log into the console from the browser. Okay, it might be doing some finalization. Let's wait for some more time. Meanwhile, we can configure the point to site connectivity. I need to open VPN configuration is downloaded. I need to download the OpenVPN agent. Let me go ahead and install this. Perfect. My OpenVPN is installed. So I just need to import that downloaded file here. This is the configuration file, which is there in my downloads folder. Let me just copy this. Perfect. Now let's see whether I'm able to connect to this machine. It's still taking some time. Yeah, the server came up. Let me just check. Okay, internet is also there. Perfect. Still, I'm not able to reach this server because from my local laptop, I don't have any connectivity to the cloud. Let's go ahead and connect to the OpenVPN. The OpenVPN configuration file. Oh, I need to provide the console login credentials, and I need to key in the 2FA as well. Perfect. I'm able to connect to the OpenVPN. See, the web server is running, and even I will be able to directly remote into this. So this is the point to site connectivity. Now let's explore the site to site VPN. So I just want to, I do have VMware workstation environment. Maybe you might be having VMware ESX server or Hyper-V. This can be implemented on VMware, Hyper-V and Proxmox. I just want to import this. Import this. Perfect. I need not to change anything else. Let me go ahead and just power on this appliance. So meanwhile, the appliance comes up. Let's go back to our Cyber Protect console and check the connectivity. So you can see I have connected through the point to site, but still the site to site connection is not established. Once we deploy the VPN appliance and register, so we will get to see the connectivity from local site to the cloud site. The default credential is admin. Once you log in, you need to change the password. first thing we need to configure the network. So it has taken DHCP. I would like to use DHCP only. So you can configure your own static IP address as well. You get the options to set the static IP address and all, but I want to use the DHCP itself. Done, and I want to register this. Perfect. My appliance is registered. Let's go and check. Yeah, here just let me redeploy my, or it got connected. Yeah, it got connected here. So let me just disconnect my point to site connectivity. It is disconnected. And now I have connected through my site to site VPN appliance. Let me go ahead and check the connectivity of the web server. It is still working and my remote is still accessible. Perfect. That's it for today. We will create another video for fail back. Thank you.